Ooh.
Done.
How did you get past security? His fortress is impenetrable.
Door was unlocked.
All over there.
I have turned on the microphone to say I love you, Piggles. Woo. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good evening or other time zone to you, everybody. Hi, hello, how's it going? My name is Jack Squarepeg, and up and around me, as always, is my team, the Swift Sunrise. We're here with Travelode Episode 6, Travel of the Bomber Episode 6, sponsored by Mongoose Publishing. We are here to play some Travelers, so we'll get onto it very, very quickly. But before we do, I would like to give a quick acknowledgement of country very quickly. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet. There are various people in various places, but for me, that is Wurundjeri land, and for Karen, that is Mianjin land, and pay my respects to elders past and present. I'd also like to say that this show is once again sponsored by Mongoose Publishing. Go to mongoosepublishing.com to get some cool ass products, including a Viking game that escapes me the name of, but it seems really cool and I'm excited to play it. It's like you play as Valkyries and stuff. I'm actually really excited to give it a try. Also Traveler, which is what we're playing here. Go check them out. You can also go to recklesscreatures.com and get yourself a sick bunch of shirts with some awesome designs on them, and you can use the code YONDER, that's YONDER, for 15% off your order. And that is basically anything. It could be one shirt, could be a bunch of shirts, could be a whole bunch of things, including other things. 15% off the lot. So go support a small Australian business. Let's get into meeting our players. I'm going to choose at random. Skadoosh 5. Karen, who are you? Who are you playing? And anything else you want to say? No.
Oh,
but,
okay. No question this time around. You have nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I know. I completely. I forgot that part. I wrote everything down. I'm forgetting something because it's been 2 weeks. All right. So the warm-up question for the players this time is, what is their most standard dream? Now, this can be a good dream. It could be a bad dream. But what dream do they default to? Can also just be, I'm eating cheese. I don't know why. His dreams are like that.
I'm assuming characters, right? Because
Yes,
my brain was like,
yes.
I'm telling anyone about my weird dreams. Something for my therapist.
It's a character warm-up question.
I was trying to figure out how
But
to tell everyone I don't dream.
Same.
Yeah, I don't really dream too much, but yeah, anyway, hi, I'm Karen. I will be playing Octavia Last Night. And her dreams are fucking weird. Like, she has so many weird things in her system that, like, yeah, I think she's the type of person that has those kind of dreams that she can't even put words to it. Like, she wouldn't even be able to describe the, like, kaleidoscope of colors and movement that she probably sees while she's asleep. And then she probably has, nightmares, but they're probably also the same vibe, like, just kaleidoscope of dark colors almost.
okay.
Because, yeah, that's about it. Sorry, she's not very interesting. She's too drugged out to care.
I'm gonna push on that later because I think there's probably something deeper within the stuff that we'll investigate another time. But we'll get there. All right, rolling again. Let's see. Piggles. Who are you? Who you playing? And what does your character default dream about?
Hi everyone, my name is Piggles, and I am playing Maybelline Vapors Prescott, sport rich brat. Not necessarily extraordinaire, but we'll roll with that too, because why not? I would say It's a good question. I was trying to think of what she would dream about. And I'm also really glad that I'm not the only one who doesn't really dream. Maybelline probably dreams about... luxury goods in weird places. One, because she has probably also done, not as many drugs as Octavia, but, a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
So
your dreams are an infomercial, that's what I'm hearing?
An infomercial plus a geocaching, trip. So, yeah.
Futurama style?
Yeah.
Little bit. Oh, I stumbled across these gold lame shoes in the middle of the desert. Why, I didn't mind if I picked those up. Thank you very much. And then wake up really disappointed every time.
I love it. Excellent. Okay. What have we got? I got a 6, which is Nick. Who are you? Who you playing? What is your character default dream about?
I'm Nick. I'm playing Jameson Coltrane, also known as Colt, the former Marine medic. His regular dream is a more of a recurring nightmare for him.
Sure.
It's comes back to the time where he was first serving the Marines, where he was captured. And every time he thinks he's about to get escape, he wakes up.
Captured by whom, do you think? Do you think it was a human situation with pirates? Do you think it was a different species?
They were humanoid, though he did not know what they look like because their armor.
Interesting. Okay. So, do you think? Do you think? Sorry, I'm obviously I'm meant to be moving relatively quickly, but this is I'm going to pull on this thread a little bit. Do you know what you were kidnapped for? Do you know why? Do you know if there was a ransom?
He doesn't know. Most of the time, he was on a mission, knocked unconscious, woke up in a dark room.
Oh, Nick. Christmas. Okay, let me write this down.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know equals GM gets to decide and make it work.
Because that is something
Excellent.
that happened in my character creation. That's right, character creation is really fun in this game.
It's super fun in this game. Thank you. Good point. 100%. Yeah, okay. Kidnapping equals question mark.
Oh,
Okay.
No. It was emotional damage.
You know what you signed up for. You've all played with me before. Okay, so let me roll again. We've got a 5, which is Atten. Stephen, how you doing?
I'm good. Atten's recurring dream is essentially Colt's recurring dream. Because Nick's a dick. Atten's dream is a PTSD dream of him before his ship went offline and he went unconscious, and he's just as the memories are about to come back and remember what got him into that scenario, he wakes up and he just can never quite breach. It's like it's on the other side of the door, and just as it's about to open that door to the memory, he snaps back to the real world.
I have a question, actually, based on this information. I think it is fair to assume that your character was found in a low birth, as in something that froze you until you were found and unfrozen.
Exactly.
But
and
my
he has
question
no memory
is,
of getting into that.
That's what I was going to ask. So you don't remember getting into it. That is good to know. Stand by. Okay.
Very sad for people that come like later into the stream when they haven't heard these lore drops, and then they'll just not show up again for
They're like,
another.
what? What's going on?
That's why you can watch the VOD on YouTube, youtube.com/@JackSquarePeg. Watch it all, baby, including me almost forget that this whole exercise exists. Whee! Okay. All right. Low birth, perfect, good, and groovy. Which means we have Lyra and Marcus remaining. Abby, who are you? Who are you playing? And what's the default drink of Dr. Delaney?
I'm Abby. I'm playing Lyra Delaney. I work with a company that Jack is also in and has co-founded, DM on Demand. Go check it out. Because we have
DMOndemand.com.au. Pew! Good job.
That one.
Where's the bottle?
I can't speak English, but I've got the stickers.
I need my shield bottle.
Stickers.
Shield bottle.
One of them is not.
What kind of cult of personality is this? All of my friends are just like, I won't shelter you. I've not offered them compensation. They're just very lovely people, or
Yeah.
Abby is forced to associate with me in this case.
Well, I mean,
Okay, yeah.
I financially benefit, so you know. I'm not a
That's
lovely
it.
person personally. I just
That's-
like money.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like supporting my friends.
Yeah, no friendship here. So-
Not at all.
Where do you go for work?
Woo! Okay, all
The
right.
satisfaction, the
A
joy.
little early to
Money.
destroy myself. Anyway, default dream, please.
Lyra's default dream, probably starts very happy and is going to reveal a bit of unknown lore about her. It would probably start with her just having like a fun kind of day with her lovely wife and very young daughter. She is probably having. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at Karen's face. It's a fun time.
Yep.
She's probably having a lovely day, cooking breakfast with her wife, waking her daughter up, just kind of doing domestic tasks. And she receives a knock on the door. A faceless figure will probably enter and take her away from her wife and child, separate kind of all three of them. She sees her wife, her child, and herself. And she just kind of gets dragged away, and that's when she wakes up. I imagine this is a recurring dream for her very commonly, and she probably wouldn't dream otherwise.
So, when you say taken away, is this what led to prison stuff or something else?
No, I would say this is probably a fictitious, like, just conjuring of her mind. The person that, you know, took all of them away from each other, again, no faces, but has Imperial kind of gear on. Not super distinctive, but very reminiscent of Imperium.
I see. So it's a manifestation of the events, even though they didn't specifically happen that way. I
Yeah, a
understand.
manifestation of her fears, essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, Marcus. Cam, who are you? Who you playing? And what does he typically dream about?
Hi guys, I'm Cam. I'm playing Marcus the Glass Jaw Kelly. Marcus's dream, similar to Lyra's, starts off really happy. He's in the bomber. He's doing a little shipping run, like having a good time. He's got his beer in one hand, his cigar in the other, and he gets a call from his former boss telling him to get to his destination quick. As soon as the call ends, he jumped by an Imperial patrol. They impound the bomber and they're dragging him away and trying to get him to talk on the syndicate, and he's refusing to talk.
Now, did this lead to the current prison thing, or is this a separate situation?
I feel like this is exactly how Mark ended up in prison.
I see. Okay then. Okay then. That's interesting. So someone had separate goals. Because what I would say is probably what's confusing you is like the conversation would have somewhat devolved where like they're sweating you and then all of a sudden everything that you expect kind of changes and suddenly you're not doing the standard cop criminal dance. It's get up. It's like, hang on, I've got rights! And then you're being shoved into a ship and being carted off.
Yeah.
So
Didn't
that...
get my phone call, didn't talk to my lawyer, nothing.
Exactly. And I, incidentally, as we hop into the game, I wouldn't be surprised if you have a connection to a certain lawyer. We can talk about it. But I would be surprised if you didn't know the name of at least one person. But we'll get there. So when last we left off, Karen, take us away. Now, if it turns out in the VOD that Karen has done the recap twice, it's because none of us remember who did it last time. So it was either Nick or Karen, and I rolled a die, and Karen's always ready to go. So she took it on, and here we are. So I'm not bullying Karen. I'm just on the early stages of Alzheimer's, along with everybody else. So, Karen, what happened last time?
Okay, last time, my notes might be missing quite a lot because Octavia wasn't involved in 95% of these conversations, so bear with me if I miss anything. Lyra checked all the computers out. We had a look at like how the med ship was looking and if there was any way we could use it to escape from jail. Unfortunately, we kind of found out that it's completely fucked, and only had like a couple weeks, I think about 6 weeks left of our. So we kind of had to have the group discussion of like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna try this? Or are we gonna go back to jail? Thankfully, Octavia left that conversation halfway through, so that she could have some alone time with her the local wolf boy, wolfman of the group. And yeah, he kind of just expressed that he was pretty worried about going back to the jail because of who he is and, you know, how he was treated back then. And Octavia got real like, well, I will save you and I will do everything to help you. And yeah, kind of promised the team would too. So yeah. And then Octavia and Kirk joined the conversation and we decided we're going back to jail. Yay!
You guys know that meme's like, I'm going to jail.
Look, Octavia's
Going
not that
back to
upset about
jail.
it. She's actually like, oh, okay, like if they keep away from Kirk and I can keep him safe, this is fine. I can get
Hello,
back to my-
baby. Sorry,
my-
Steven has a baby. But
Oh,
continue.
a
your thoughts.
baby!
Because distant relative.
Hello, Gus. Hello, Mr.
Because
Gus.
distant relative.
Yeah,
Aw.
legit.
Such a
Kind of would
sweet
be.
baby.
Distant cousin. Every time Kaka comes up, Steven just pushes him back up. This is Kaka.
Ridiculous.
Sorry. Go ahead. Kim.
Anyway, yes, we all had like some alone separate time on the shuttle back towards the jail. Some things happened. I wasn't really involved, neither was Octavia. So I did write down that Atten did his little like through his all the information that we have, and saw some shit. Kind of just, you know, proved what we were all thinking, pretty much, by seeing, you know, the security camera footage and stuff like that. One thing that did happen on that ship, because I wrote this down, is Octavia Coco had another moment where she opened to Coco about her past with pirates, because he is a pirate, and he swore to kill anyone she wanted dead, so huzzah!
Oh yeah, because you're like, oh, I got kicked out of my pack. He's like,
What?
bastard.
It's like personally
Yeah.
offensive to him. It's like,
How fucking
it's
dare they?
it's pretty much like the only hard rule they have. It's kind of like if you like are really rude to a Japanese person, like, you know, good luck to you, because things might get interesting. Yeah.
Yep. So that's really exciting. Personal assassinator on call.
Not if he's dead.
They call them assassins, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You just
And yeah,
reaping
and then we
the
got back to
benefits.
the jail. Apologies, we did get back to the jail. There was a bunch of guards waiting for us. The big fucking bully ass guard came back and decided to go at Lyra, and that was not okay with Atten, who proceeded to break the man's nose. However, thankfully, before being dragged off, we were saved by a mysterious voice saying that we were needed somewhere else.
Correct.
You also started getting the hots for Perry because he stood up for us.
Oh yeah, Perry,
Oh
that's
my
right.
God, Perry.
Let me write that down. Gotta add that to my notes.
Also,
Kate is so fickle.
Yeah,
I love it.
yes.
after a quick investigation, Kira absolutely did the lottery.
I had a feeling. that was the case. No.
I was having the
Oh,
phone
no,
open in the
I'll just
background
quickly
waiting for
open
it
the
to get
VOD.
there.
Oh, yep, there she is.
What?
Sorry.
This is within our knowledge.
Yeah, amazing.
She's
Okay.
the War Master.
So, well, with that in mind, we're going to cut to pretty much the direct moment that we saw before with the dark red hair and the pale face and freckles of O'Hare in front of everyone. And a quick montage as you guys are gathered around. Now, put into yourselves apart from Colt, who obviously is the person that gets the first chat, so to speak. But that said, I do need... also, I assume everyone has rolled for their luck and for their skill improvements. Just making sure. Cam, can you just roll a d6 for me, please? Because someone's got to pay for a broken nose, and I need to know who.
That's a 5.
A 5? All right. So, in that case, I'm going to put this down to... honestly, that's Jack trying to soften the blow. Kakar and Steven are going in the hole.
Wait, didn't our
Alright.
hair stop that? Or are they still going?
Well, good point, actually. Yeah, I forgot about that part. You're,
He was
you're
taking
absolutely
me to
correct.
the danger zone, and then O'Hare's like, actually...
That is right. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, never mind. Disregard all of that. Kakur's not part of that.
You can cut it out of the VOD. It's fine.
No,
Get
it's
out of the
alright. No. I am mortal. I like to think I tell a good story and I run a good game, but sometimes I
You're
forget
allowed.
shit.
Karen's dying. That's okay.
I am but mortal. So, yeah, unfortunately. Now, I will say, actually, this is probably where interactivity comes a little bit sooner there, because I get the feeling some characters are not going to be particularly okay with that. So, as Kakura is being dragged away, as O'Hare says, I'm going to need to speak with them, it was very obvious kind of from the beginning, especially to the guards, that Kakura was a additional thing, not technically part of what Dr. Delaney asked for. And so they're not really asking O'Hare as they drag Kakura away, who you have seen up to this point been relatively calm. He is lashing. He looks like he's being set on fire. Like he's just absolutely like flailing his arms around, and they begin beating him down into the ground and start to drag him along. He does not stop trying to move. Does anyone want to say or do anything? And in what direction? Karen would? Okay, in what direction? To whomst?
Octavia is just like, wait, are we still like chained up? That's got a question I've got to ask before.
So yes, we did establish that your feet weren't, but your hands are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that she just starts like screaming at the top of her lungs, and is just like looks towards this woman that she has no idea who she is, but as you know, genuinely like believes that Lyra wouldn't put her in a position with this person unless there was some sort of trust-ish kind of going on. So she kind of just like turns to her, and she's just like on the ground on her knees, like begging and being like, please don't take him. Oh god, I gotta find that voice. I can't yell with it. Please! Please! It's very dramatic. It's very like she is like,
I'm here for it. Okay.
it's like pulling the chains. You can tell that she wants to be like in between them punching Kakar and Kakar.
I'm imagining like Smeagol's.
Yeah,
noise.
yeah, it's very much my precious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, does anyone, before I set the rules, I'm not gonna... Yeah, Abby, go ahead.
I'd like to talk to O'Hare if I can. Like, move closer to her and start talking to her.
Depends what you mean by close. She can hear you. Like, if
she
you're
can
trying to
hear
get
me.
within... Yeah.
No. If when she's paying attention, I'd like to say, this individual has become a part of our party. I think it would be beneficial if he stayed with us. He has information about the ship. You could interrogate him as well, but if you were willing to treat him as part of our party, I would be eternally grateful.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Whoever wants to do this, what we'll say is this is a task chain persuade. Actually, I'm going to let you guys decide. Either will make this a task chain persuade roll, and it would be intellect. To be honest, I can't think of anything else that would kind of make sense in this context. Intellect would be the call. I'll also accept social if it's better, because it's kind of whatever at this point. You're trying to convince someone. It doesn't particularly matter in that sense, so I will accept social as well. So either it can be a task chain, or Lyra, you can give Octavia a boon die, which is an extra d6. I will say the difficulty is 10.
I would probably choose task chain if it's up to me.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
all right then.
The moment you start putting intellect into this and social,
I'm very happy with that.
They are my lowest stats.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the situation is this, which might not work particularly well in your favor, but I'm going to rule the order in the order that you spoke. Right?
Yeah.
So, Octavia, you do need to make a persuade roll using intellect or social. And let me know what you get. The head tilt. Ooh. Okay. Someone who remembers the modifiers. I think that's definitely a minus, but to what end I'm not sure. 2 minus 2.
I think it might be 2. That's just off the top of my head, though.
Yep. Okay.
Does it change it if I change it to 6? Because I'll just
it would. I'm almost certain that it would. Yes.
Right. I'm changing it to 6. I'm using my luck.
Right. Yeah. Can I also add 2 luck for 8?
No, not. You can affect your own, but not.
Oh, sorry. I thought we could affect other people's. Never mind.
Yeah. Maybe I made that ruling. I don't remember, but
That's right.
but I'm going to say no in this context. Okay, so sorry. Modifiers.
The same
And back. If someone finds it faster than me, they win the race.
That includes the chat.
And includes the chat.
Chat can also win.
The chat
For rulebook updates.
The real winners is friendship.
The real winners are the friends we made along the way.
I don't think so in this game.
I
think it's how quickly we can romance the robot.
win, bitches. Page 9. Okay.
The real winner is not Kakura.
6 is now a +0. So no negative, no positive. Okay.
Incredible.
So then we're doing a persuade of your own.
Terrible with this.
Yeah.
Difficulty of 10.
Okay. So that's a 6, and then can I add 4 from luck?
If you have it, yeah.
I do. I have a 6 luck today.
Okay.
Hobbling
I hang on. Did you get 2 1s?
No, I got a 1 and a 3.
Okay.
1 and a 3 plus intellect. If I'm adding intellect.
Plus intellect modifier, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I have persuade 0, and then 0.
Okay. You see in her eyes, as you use luck to get over the finish line, a interesting combination of emotions that flick by very quickly. The first you see is that the eyes seem to flick over to the obviously in distress, Varga. And a slight indentation of the eyebrows. Like she's not enjoying what she's looking at. As Octavia screams at her, her eyebrows begin to set slightly, like she's beginning to make a decision. And then when you mention about interrogation and interviewing, you're not quite sure if it's just the resetting of the mask, or maybe for a second she looked almost grateful for the excuse. But either way, she says, I'm so sorry. We're going to need the Varga as well. Are you able to stand? Speaking over towards towards Kaka. And it's obviously an insinuation of get your hands off him in more diplomatic words. The guards bring him to his feet, not gently, but they do it. And he stares in a red haze towards presumably everybody. The guards kind of stand looking perplexed and a little lost at sea. They have orders and then they have their defaults, and both have been subjugated in this encounter. Given that the lead guard is still holding his broken face, I think O'Hare will simply just go, right, well, seeing that no orders are going to be coming from this guy anytime soon, you should probably see to your commander. We have a conversation ahead of us. Would it be alright if we borrowed 1-2 of you? Thank you. Jameson, you've never really seen O'Hare in command. She is doing quite well. At this navigation, it seems under the captain, she has done quite well. And I'm going to ever so quickly send you a message, Nick.
Secrets. Secrets for Nick. Great.
Secret for me? Oh, for me?
Ooh, woo.
So special. We love
So-
it.
For now.
For now is crazy.
All right,
I said what I said.
context for the VOD people. Kaka lives some more. He lives, Stephen, for now.
Hi, Stephen. Don't break Karen's heart yet. Give her a few more.
Yeah,
Okay, the fuckable robot.
Let the fuckable
That is a
robot, yeah.
sentence. That is a sentence.
you have a preference of ship.
That is a
Somebody
sentence
clip that,
that I
please.
hear out of Steven's mouth.
You all can. ! Clip anytime you like. Everybody in chat. Right. With that, and that means that I don't get dunked on for clipping my own shit, because most people don't do it. Abby.
Okay, in my defense, it's objectively funny.
It is, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it at all. It's also funny to be the antagonist sometimes. Okay. So you leave guard Sancito in the dust. I was trying to say distance and dust at the same time. So the dist. There you go, new way. In the dust. And you are, the aforementioned thing is taken care of. Now, give me a moment here. Yeah. Given what's happened, I'm actually going to change slightly where you guys end up. You're not going to end up in a cell now, because you might have stuff that needs taken care of, and Kakur certainly does. So the hospital is where you would end up, which is... Stand by, because I wrote all this down on the map. You can't see it, but I can. That would
What
be...
I'm saying is Kukuro talked a lot of like bravery and like I'm sacrificing myself to the danger zone and immediately went into please don't hurt me.
Stop being mean to him.
Still not making it on. I am full of chocolate. Well, human body is really
Don't-
okay.
Don't make it on, I'm full of chocolate.
Oh, no, no.
I'm getting deaf.
But people
I'm
are...
getting deaf
I'm not
stares.
even going to justify it. I did what
The
I did,
face that
and
Kara's
I
giving
believe
you
it's
right
in
now.
character. Yeah, now that you're actually facing mortal death and peril, maybe it's not such a great thing that they want
He's
to be a
just
part of.
hitting us with the dog.
Steven's got a hate boner for this guy, chat. Anyway,
We have history.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
called him a dog and he got upset. That's your history.
that's the history. Not
That's
wrong.
it.
More to it.
You were
Not really.
racist.
Not really.
And then you
we
were
were all
like,
there,
well,
Steven, is the problem. You can't really
All
just...
I said was I
Uh-huh.
concur.
Yep,
And he took
I,
offense to that.
I can't wait for Adam to sleep. Just one time.
can't find the hospital, but that's okay.
Oh,
We will.
no.
We're gonna say it's. Oh, there it is. Infirmary. That's why, because I thought it was called the
Oh,
hospital.
yes,
It's not. It's
infirmary,
called the
yes.
infirmary.
Concur goes there, it's called a vet.
Okay. All right.
I kill Atten.
Even his,
Like, I just
his-
go feral. I take his eyes. I've been proven I can do that. I do it right now. On our
I already
way
got
to
one
the
eye.
infirmary.
All right. Enough.
take
Enough.
The other
Enough.
one.
Oh, good. All right. Okay, so as you guys are being put in there, you see a couple of what looks like definitely prisoners, and you actually see, if I'm not mistaken, who was the drug fella? What was his name?
Which
Tank-
one?
Was it
Tankard
Talbot?
or Talbot.
Talbot.
No, wait,
Yep.
hold on.
No,
Was it Talbot?
I don't
The
know.
eyes of Karen, like, what? The drug guy? God damn it.
That's okay.
Same name
Anyway.
as
It's in my other notebook downstairs.
Yeah, I have them
Because
written
I
down. It's
I
alright. It's
bought
not
a new
important.
notebook for this.
I get the feeling that he is there. Long story short, because where's he gonna get the drugs from? So
Oh.
yeah. So anyway, he is on shift as you see everyone being kind of popped into there. Kakur is barely walking and barely holding himself upright, and the
Talbot.
doctor. I beg your pardon.
Talbot is his name.
Talbot with the OT.
Talbot. OT?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I could be wrong about that. Let me double check if I'm absolutely
the
talking out of
GM,
my
dude.
butt. Yeah, I mean, let's try Talbird. Let's see, because I wrote a lot of NPC names. Yeah, Talbot.
Talbot, excellent.
Yeah.
I shall change
All
this.
good. Yep, you're fine. The doctor will approach him, and in the meantime, you excuse me, Nick, you are taken alongside. There'd be a guard present, but you are being taken over towards a private conversation. This is not happening inside a cell. This would be taking place inside... What would be relevant here? I'd say probably the closest that it can be to a private conversation is the laundry, which would have laundry machines going at this time. There would be guards stationed around, and you pass by an interesting looking building that seems to have kind of like this glow underneath it. It's over here, if you can see my little laser pointer. This area here seems to have a rather large glow coming from underneath. Clearly some sort of electronics is powering, and it makes a fair amount of noise. So probably something relatively important to the standing of the prison's electrical power. But you are brought into the laundry. Might not be what you expected in terms of a interrogation place, but here you are. Old comrades. A chair is kind of brought over towards you. O'Hare says thank you. And she grabs her clipboard that she's been holding in one hand, grabs a pen, and begins to write, sitting about 2 feet in front of you.
As a Colt sits down, just goes, "Well, I'll say it's great to see you, but wish it was under better circumstances." You change your hair, Rabbit?
She stands up slightly and begins turning on a few more machines. It's quite loud in this room at this point. How are you?
Do you want the Marine answer or the Colt answer?
I suppose it depends on what you think I'm doing here.
I'm worried. I'm scared. I don't know why I'm here. But the Marine in me would say, "Oh, we're fine. Just put me back in." I suppose you want to know what we saw?
I'll be talking to each individual person to corroborate what happened. But you can give me your version, and it would be best to be truthful.
I saw the worst of the Empire. I used to believe what we did was good, but it's not what happened up there. It's bullshit. Say, you still talking to anyone from the Razorbacks?
Like who?
Let's start with Voss. Still talking to her?
Next question.
What have you been up to? What? Please, it's nice to see a friendly face. Can we pretend this is normal for a little bit longer?
Give me a persuade. Intellect. You can definitely see that even though she's trying to remain professional, she's flip-flopping a little bit already.
8.
Okay. We had another comrade in arms, Nick. Can you remind me of that name?
We had Sergeant Jackson Bell.
That's right. Jackson is doing as well as I can think. The captain is a conversation for another time. We'll get there. The ship I traveled over in was comfortable enough, better than the bunk beds they used to force us on. Is this enough small talk? I had roast beef for dinner.
Better than MREs and the crap they give us here.
That breaks her a little bit. She will kind of chuckle at that, and she'll just go, "You are here for a reason. It sounds like you don't know what that is yet. I will do you a solid as my friend and give you a spoiler for the end of this conversation. There will be some relief in that respect. But you've got, and she turns her head a little bit to ensure there's no one around and that the sound is of a certain level. But you've got to do two things for me. The first is you need to play along and give me the answers I ask when I ask them. And the second is you can't tell anyone about what we've talked about. It is imperative that I have each of their separate testimonies. And if you can't do that, if I find out that you're not playing ball, then I'm not going to be able to help you any further.
I understand.
She kind of frowns slightly at that. She didn't necessarily mean for that to come out that way, but there it is.
I understand, Rabbit. Look, what do you need to know?
Start from the beginning. You used a shuttle to leave the prison area to head towards a certain part of, and she mentions the name of the quadrant, etc., where you came, stop me at any time, you came across a laboratory ship. What was the state of the laboratory ship upon first visual inspection?
First you got there, everything's dark. Signs of some sort of combat. He just goes into the full routine of just as if he's writing a report from a mission.
Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to be a little wibbly-wobbly with time here. So, as you give that answer, Marcus, same question, how does Marcus answer? What was the visual state of the laboratory ship?
Of the ship. He'll look up at the person talking to him and go, "There's a fucking shit show in there." Blood.
Maybelline, same question. Sorry, Cam, go ahead. Sorry, I thought my bad. Continue.
Blood, shit everywhere. You guys need to take better care of your ships.
She leans back slightly. Maybelline?
Honestly, it looked like the aftermath of like a real big party, but not the fun kind. Shit was everywhere, if you know what I mean.
Dr. Delaney?
Broken debris everywhere, some bodies,
Bodies?
like people had left.
Out in space?
One out in space, the others were on the ship, some alive. Are you inquiring about the ship's detail or what was on it?
The first visual assessment of the ship.
Broken. 6 weeks of air, less petrol, fuel. Not survivable, not jumpable, nothing.
Octavia? Actually, well, the first question she would ask is the Varga all right?
Would you be?
Perhaps I should rephrase, is he medically sound?
Yeah. He'll fight another day.
Visual assessment of the ship upon first.
It was fucked.
Okay, rolling back to Colt, and we'll keep this going. Upon entering the ship, what did you discover? And be ready, I might just cut at any point for people to... We'll make this like a continuing narrative story where sentences climb in on each other or something like that, okay? So, I'll repeat the question. Upon entering the ship, what did you discover?
When we made it aboard, we found various systems in disrepair. Multiple bodies. Clearly something
From
going
what?
down.
Bodies as a
Blade.
result of.
Some sort of fight broke out.
I'm
all
gonna
the
keep
wounds
that. I'm gonna keep that question going. Bodies as the result of Karen.
You guys fucking around and finding out.
You guys.
Doing the ship.
Give me a recon check.
Recon what? Plus what?
Intellect, I would say.
Huh. Goddamn! Why am I so dumb?
You're not
You're
dumb.
Saving up
wise.
that money for an intellect implant, I think.
I am incredibly dumb. My intellect is a 5.
Okay.
I'm dumb as rocks, bro.
Then I'm not going to give any more detail other than when you say you guys fucking around and finding out.
Oh,
There's the
wait,
tiny.
no. I rolled pretty well. Sorry, I rolled well because I actually have recon. So I rolled a 10.
Okay, there you go. There's a tiny up curl of her mouth as you say you guys.
Oh, I like her. Ah! No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, all right. She will ask then, she says, okay, so these bodies, in what state were they? Lyra.
A couple were mangled like they'd been killed and then rats had gotten to them. One had its leg cleanly cut off.
No, it was not cleanly cut off. Keep
Oh,
in mind.
never
If you're
mind.
trying to be, if you're being deliberately deceptive, that's fine, but it was actually
Alright.
ripped off.
Please correct me if something is incorrect, because I have vague notes.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
this,
yeah,
but-
100%. Just double checking. Yep.
Yeah. Lyra's not intentionally trying to lie to her, so if I get something wrong, Lyra does.
No, 100%. Yep, all good. Yep. It was a rip. Someone these people in a rage ripped the leg off the joint, so to speak.
The bodies looked like they had been, again, mangled, and we found some indication as to why that may have been.
What indication was that? Maybelline.
Sorry, I just realized I was muted. Can I have the question again, please?
What indication was it that, repeat the context, Abby? It was a result of something? The violence was a result of something, correct?
Violence on the bodies was a result of...
Yeah, exactly. Was a result of, yep. All right.
Well, how do you feel about airborne cannibalism?
Give me a recon check of your own there, Pickle.
Airborne cannibalism.
Good metal band. Just saying.
What I get for making notes while other people were talking, I was like, shit, I need the question again. Okay, recon, real quick. Okay, I rolled a 7. I don't think I've got a plus in recon. I'm gonna use, because I don't have any. I don't have anything in recon.
Mhm.
Does that make it a -3?
Mhm.
Yes. Do I want to use my luck? Because I'd have to add what?
It depends on whether you would like to read her face.
Yes, actually, I
Okay.
would. So do I need to get it a
8.
So if it's a -3, oh, I just need to get it to an 8. Okay, yeah. In that case, I'm just going to use up 1 luck, so that I
Alright.
can read her face, please.
Her pen, as you are writing down all this, hesitates for a fraction of a moment too long as you say those words. And then she continues. Are you saying that there was some sort of aerosol that affected the air but did, well, two questions. So there was an aerosol that affected the moods of these people, but did any of you have any of these issues? And who haven't I done? Atten. We'll do Atten now.
No, none of us had any issues. But I can tell you now, whoever was up there was playing a game of cat and mouse. When I saw, the cats ate the mouse.
What do you mean?
Well, from inspections, there was a couple kitty cats on there, and now there ain't. Those
Cutting
kitty
to
cats
Marcus, in your professional opinion, what do you believe occurred for these Aslan prisoners to have been liberated with seemingly no trace if they were killed?
I mean,
Keep in mind,
They-
Mr. Kelly, I am asking you specifically for a reason. This is not beyond your realm of expertise.
well, if oh man, this is so hard. I could say so many things I could turn.
Yeah, you could. That's kind of why I'm doing it this way, because I'm enjoying it. Like the different ways people are saying different shit. You could just tell her to fuck off. That's perfectly acceptable.
Go with your gut, Cam.
Ooh,
Go with your gut, Cam.
ooh, actually, that's actually pretty funny because that probably would be something Marcus would do. He'd probably just look her in the eye and just go, phone call, and then just put his hands on the table.
I'm going to pull on this thread a little bit further. Mr. Kelly, at what point did you get the impression that normal rights and regulations apply here?
Phone call.
I love it.
Basically pleading the fifth. That not talking.
Okay.
Me my lawyer.
For what it's worth, as that continues, if that's pretty much like what you're kind of constantly doing and just kind of like, like, yep, I'm done. Keep in
He doesn't
mind
give away
that the
strangers.
last time this happened, you were dragged off. And so would you expect that to happen again, do you think, as Marcus?
Yeah. Except now
That
he's
does
pretty
not
much
happen.
thinking-
It is worth noting.
Oh.
She sits with you for a further 10 minutes, and when it's clear that you have nothing else to say, she inclines her head. To summarize, back with Colt for this, we have a aerosol agent that was a tweaked version of something that was used, in your estimation, specifically against Aslan prisoners. Cameras went off. Aslan were... I said Aslan, and then all of a sudden, we've got a pattern going on here, baby. And then all of a
It's either my
sudden,
dog will appear.
Aslan... Exactly. And then all of a sudden, Aslan prisoners are liberated, and no trace of where they went. In the meantime, this thing seems to have activated a high aggression, cannibalistic rage, some of whom were more intelligent and could speak despite the fact they were clearly influenced by the drug. Am I on the money so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Cap. Stephen?
This is Stephen not remembering.
Yep.
Did we bring the two drugged up
Yep.
people back with us?
Yep.
Okay, we did. All right, cool.
Yep. Yep. They would also ironically be in the infirmary, but there would be oh. Would that have been, I don't know. Hang on. Can I get Abby, because I feel like this is something that Lyra probably would have thought of, except there was a very, very stressful thing that happened right as you were being escorted off, and you might have forgotten. So I'm just going to get you to make an intellect test to see if you might, because if anyone remembers you or Colt, I think was probably very tunnel visioned. Might be fair to say, Nick.
Yeah,
Whereas Dr. Delaney would probably think, hey, by the way, keep them fucking separated if you want to live. BT done. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Oh no.
Fuck. Guys, guess what? I got a 6, which is a failure.
Okay. Well, actually, I seem to remember I actually made that ruling for I'm fine with other people spending luck if they want this to work. I'm fine with it. I don't know why. I think it was in that moment, but yeah all good. If other people want to spend luck to make this work, they can.
You need luck.
I can make it an 8 if that's the bar. The DC.
8 is what you need. Yeah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say I'll burn 2 from Colt instead for that, because it'll be a bit tunnel vision, but he'll still just go, oh yeah, that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Sure. Let's do that. Okay. In that case, they are kept in. I'd say one is probably like as comfortably as possible. Actually, probably what they do is they just strap them down and face them in opposite directions. To be honest, that's probably what they do.
Fair enough.
So, continuing the psychological rectal exam.
Jesus.
That's what I said. So, I'm going to repeat everything I just said, just to make sure that we're on the same page. Yep, so we're up to deliberation, all that stuff. Right. And to be clear, the footage that you found was specifically, she hesitates before using the word, experimenting on Aslan before the cameras cut off. No other species that you noted.
That's correct, yes. Shortly after reviewing the footage, that's when the woman in white came running in.
Mr. Guard, could you... I think this part of the conversation is finished, with the exception possibly of Mr. Kelly if he chooses to be obstinate. Feel free to ask him if he would like to be part of this conversation. I would like to bring the rest of the little party that Dr. Laney has assembled. Notice, one thing you would note for sure, Jameson, she is specifically not mentioning you or the relationship that she has with you. To what end you do not know, but this is, yeah, but she's specifically saying Dr. Delaney because that was the official way that it came together.
Yeah.
Does everyone consent to being taken into the laundry room?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. As you are all sat, she gathers this, honestly, I don't know if any of your characters had been to an AA meeting, perhaps. Maybe they'd just seen it on the space television, but it looks a lot like that. It's a circle. There's just lots of laundry machines kind of doing their thing around you as she sits in the center and says, I know you folks probably have a lot of questions and a bone to pick with the Imperium. I am not your liberator today, but I am here to give you news that would be useful, I imagine, for you to have. The first is that your suspicions about why you might have specifically been selected to see that is probably on the money. The second officially, you are here and will be here for the rest of your natural-born lives as enemies of the Imperium. If you manage to engineer a way out for yourselves, and the if has a very heavy underlining as this continues. If then it might interest some of you to know that a former Captain Voss of the Imperium Marines has gone rogue. Officially, she is labeled as a terrorist, allying herself with a Aslan terrorist group known as the True Kings. She needs to be dealt with. I have no way of confirming at this current stage whether she is responsible for that attack on the laboratory ship. But that group, that graffiti that you described, is. They have a bone to pick with us all.
Why didn't you just tell us outright what we were doing?
Who?
Us, me, anyone. You told us we were looking for a black box.
I did.
Sure
Why?
shit got those guards killed too.
You could have saved lives if you had just told us what we were going into.
Give me a persuade.
That's intellect, isn't it? Or
Mhm.
social? Intellect. Oh my god, I'm rolling like shit tonight. 6. No, 7. I lie.
There's a difficult moment, a pregnant pause where she looks like she's about to say something and then does not.
So just
Yeah.
pipe up and just go, well, life's cheap in the Imperium. They don't care. They had a job for us and we did it.
Hold on to your bargaining chips. And she says it so quietly that you barely hear it. Pay attention. You've put yourself in this situation and made the best decision that you thought you had at the time.
From
Just
where
so
I'm
you-
standing, it seems like you have a lot more bargaining chips than we do. What are you doing about this?
What I can.
You would look beyond your power for a ragtag of random prisoners that maybe find themselves on a ship.
What was the question?
Said what? And it's beyond your power that, someone leaves a ship unlocked and ready, and some random prisoners do a bit of a breakout. Things might go a bit easier.
She indicates the laundry machines. And she says, that would be illegal.
Imperium do like them laws.
But they also like knowing them and when they can break them, which I think you know.
Pay attention to where I put you. Pay attention to where I took you past. And I hope that we get to have another conversation in looking at you, Colt, warmer climates.
I have a little thought. Everyone, bear with me.
And by the way, if you guys have questions for Jack, because I'm being very, very specific. So if you have questions for the GM, it's like, what's going on? Then that's what rolls are for, right? So I'm going to let you guys handle this however you want. But in the meantime, yes, Pickles, go ahead.
No, that's okay, because the question's going to come up with this because
Yeah.
Maybelline wants to use some of her skills.
Yes.
I don't think it's outside of your power to get a message to my parents. I think you know who they are. And let me put it this way. I am well aware of the fact that they've decided to cut me off. They do this every now and then. They think it's I don't know, character growth for me or something like that. But you can get a message to them. And that message is that if they don't do something to end this soon, I will make sure that it gets let out that they have left their daughter here and make it the biggest, most embarrassing moment of their career. Where there is a will, there is a way, and I am the stubborn bitch they brought me up to be.
Give me a persuade. But not for the reasons you think.
No, that's okay. I was going to argue for like advocate knowing law. If I had to.
Yeah, you can. Well, yeah, you can go for that. Yeah. If you guys can
Okay,
justify a
good.
skill, you go ahead and give it a try. This is.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
'cause
Yep.
No, Maybelline's got good understanding of bureaucracy and laws. Like, it's not at a highly skilled level yet in the way maybe like a judge level is, but she has skills and knowledge there.
Yep,
And she's
100%.
also quite, and she's got good skills in admin too, so she's very familiar with this kind of bullshit.
Okay.
Ah, shit, and I rolled like crap too.
Oh, no.
God damn it. So I rolled a 2. I've got a 1 in advocate, which then makes it 3, and I've only got 3 more luck points left.
You rolled double ones though, didn't you?
Oh, no, shit, I did too. I rolled double 1s. Thank you for reminding
Okay.
me.
No. Okay. All right. Then all I'm gonna say is, as you say this, she looks at you as you say these things, and it's not a look of anger or derision or irritation. It's a look of slight shock and then of empathy. and you hear, as you are saying this and you're continuing on your ramble, a slight sucking in of air through her teeth. Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
I am very, very sorry.
What about ending up in a place like this? Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it won't last that long.
She looks desperate for a second, just for a second. She's trying very hard, but this is the closest you've seen O'Hare as her true self, the medic in arms with you, Jameson, and she looks for a second like she just flicks her eyes desperately towards you.
She means sorry in the way you tell a loved one about a patient.
Which one?
This is really tough. I need you to roll a d6 for me. I don't know how she's going to react. She's got
Who's
to...
me or
you.
Cole?
You.
So just 1d6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a 2.
Okay. Okay. She will go. You. Forget I said anything. I'll pass it along.
No. You can say it. Ooh. Because if you don't say it, I won't forget. And if you know my family, you know we have a vindictive streak. To say it.
Do you think you told her about your family's supposed connection that you started making that connections in your own head on the ship?
No.
In that case, she will say, yeah, I think that part will, about her will win out. She will say, the people in charge of your estate have been assassinated.
All of them?
Unless someone coincidentally ended up in a far away prison. Out of sight, out of mind.
Succession battles are so expensive. I'm gonna need a minute, everyone. Just go in the corner and start me like mantras to or something like, it's fine. You've done this before. Your third cousin. You had to deal with that. It's fine.
I should be on my way. I think she will look at you, Octavia, probably everyone, and just go, I am glad that the Varga is unharmed. Uninjured. Well, what would the word be? Alive. More accurate. Because she's a medic. She would know how badly they beat him. And she would also say, once again, to Colt, hold on to your chips. Pay attention and remember. Use what you've got. And you don't need to make a roll to see that as she gets up, that her eyes are apologetic, but set. Is there anything anyone wants to say, do, or be as she begins to get you guys escorted out?
Oh, yes.
Can you ensure? Oh, sorry.
How is Kirka? I think that Octavia is probably like her brain is just like almost like I'm not leaving his side.
You're asking her?
Yeah, I think that she's probably just like looks at her pleadingly, like grabs her before she leaves, and she's just like, How do you know that they're just gonna do it again?
Indeed. I will supply the best amount of drugs that I have at access. Seems like your prison could use it.
I don't know if that's enough.
It will not, long term.
Whatever. Maybe we'll
Lara?
just like storm off.
Yeah. Lara?
As Octavia leaves, Lara will go up as she's leaving and say to O'Hare and say, "Can you ensure any kind of safety for us? How much influence, how much sway do you have here? Can you ensure that we'll be in the same place? What can you do for us here?"
Dr. Delaney, you are a smart woman. I will remind you once again of the facts. You are here, and you have a better understanding as to why. You saw something that the prison guards were not aware of. Perhaps more are not aware of it. And now, you have a horse in the race of something very important.
That means nothing to an average prison guard who's taken a dislike to one of us.
I did not order you to go back to the prison planet.
Fair. You also ordered us to collect a black box from a ship that had more than a black box to offer us. And as much as you're saying that we have chips in this, we have a horse in this race, you really still haven't told us why we're here and what we're doing and who you are. I'm okay with that if you can't, but if you aren't, just to save a modicum of power or respect, I don't know you that well, maybe you are being completely honest and truthful. But if you aren't, think about who your friends are.
Pay attention.
I guess we will then. I'll walk out.
I'll be very clear about this. She is. You don't need to make a roll to see that she's very conflicted about it, but she's something's holding her back.
Yeah.
Especially where you decided to have a conversation further out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But she has said what you get the impression that she feels safe to say, or whatever the situation is. It's not exactly clear. Jameson, did I see a hand up or something? Or
No, this wasn't for anything.
all right, perfect. Okay then. So you guys begin to be escorted out. She will stay where she is as that happens. All right. The walk back. Actually, before we do that, Colt. What's the, as you're being escorted out in chains, you see O'Hare and she sees you. What's going on?
Colt is just looking sallow. This is without purpose. It's a new low point for him. He does though look at O'Hare briefly and goes, with his hand starts that. It's a good look for you, Rabbit.
I think. Oh man, actually. Thanks. And she will. See how well she does it. Yeah. Okay. She will slightly bump into you, and in your hand you have a piece of cardboard. You're not entirely sure what you've got. You'd be stupid to check it now. Well, exactly. So
What did you just hand me?
exactly.
Oh my God,
Just to
what
be
is
clear. And she says to you, I miss the fuzz. Hopefully I'll see it back when you're out there.
Hopefully not too long.
Okay. You are all escorted through, probably back to the infirmary for observations and things like that, which is where we're going to take a break. So we're going to see everybody in 10 minutes as you guys have a conversation quietly that I will conveniently ignore so that you as players can actually have your moment to do so amidst the guards and whatnot, and discuss what the hell this revelation means, what O'Hare's game is, and whether she's on your side at all. We'll talk about that and more in 10 minutes or less. See you soon. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back. Say hi, folks. Ugh, what are we
I
doing?
had to stay like that entire time.
It was 10 minutes of that burst, guy.
You de-rest.
We have our
Tron jokes are always funny.
We just freeze.
Amazing.
That's right.
So, you are escorted back into the infirmary. There is a hello, HM Thrice. Good to see you. Back into the infirmary. There is a doctor in front of you who seems to be doing the majority of the work. He's a little overwhelmed with the sudden influx of patients. You can see that he has a name in front of you, and it reads O'Reilly on it. Little name tag, and he's like, "All right, just take a seat, and I'll get to examining you one at a time." I hope. Does anyone actually? That's how we do this. Is anyone in immediate need of help beyond the Varga? The Varga is probably my main concern right now, but if anyone's got any particular injuries, I can get you a bed.
No, pretty good.
Everyone's eating.
If
No, I'm pulling up my
No
character sheet to
response.
check
He
my,
does not deserve my speech.
I got a
conventional-
slight boo boo from where one of your guys hit me in the chest.
Yes, they do that. Okay. Well, if you want to grab a bed, you can do that. Sorry
Oh,
about the chains to the floor. Obviously, there's sharp things around here, so you guys like literally like you've got like there's like a peg, a square peg, no, a peg on the floor that has a chain coming up that you are chained to, so you can't like rush at the doctor or grab something sharp. Energy
Thanks,
levels
Silver.
have dropped. Good night, Silver. Have a good one. Yes, so all of that is happening, but yes, Stephen, if you want to go find a bed, you
Yeah.
will. Yeah, okay. So he'll.
He's just gonna be like, let's just fucking get the Z's when I can.
All right, excellent.
I'm
so
an old man.
That is fine. Okay, so he will have a look at you momentarily, but the rest of you are left. And Atten, you get taken over to have an examination. What do you guys want to do?
What are we actually doing now? Are we trying to get out? Maybelline, are you okay?
Of course, I'm fucking not.
Yeah.
Do you know how difficult they've taken everything? Everything. And now I'm going to have to try either legally or illegally, and I don't really give a fuck which. I'm going to have to try and get it back because otherwise I've got nothing. The Vapors Prescott line is done. So no, I'm pissed. And it is my parents' fucking fault because I don't quite know how, but I recognized their fucking footprints of that bullshit in the lab. So they're somehow connected to it, and they fucked over one too many people.
What you recognized, as in their influence on the lab ship?
Yes.
How so?
It's just... I recognized one of the bodies. I had met them... It was some sort of tour. It was like the same one where I met Cole, or a similar one to I met Cole. I don't remember, but I had been on that ship or one like it before. But I wasn't really sure until this all happened. But it's one of their classic, oh, we'll just throw money at this until the problem goes away, fuck ups. And except, well, this time the problem didn't go away. They did.
Well, my condolences, by the way.
Oh, look, respectfully, Dr. Lara, shove your condolences. My parents got what they deserved.
Fair enough. If you're not upset, then neither am I.
Oh, I'm upset. I just don't want condolences for the shit that is of their own making.
Fair enough.
I'm certainly rich enough to pay their way out of it, and they've failed to do that, which means it's probably bigger than them.
Well, it's hard to pay your way out of a bullet.
Oh, surprisingly, no. No, you have people do that for you. But
True.
yeah, but no, the answer is I am not staying here. I don't particularly care how, but I'm getting out, and I suggest the rest of you do the same.
Well,
Cult,
you've got a house now.
if I can get my hands on it and prove I'm the last remaining heir, yeah, and one of the cousins doesn't decide to come out of the woodwork. Colt, you know O'Hare well. She was dropping hints. What do you think the most pressing thing would be?
Colt's just kind of check what he got handed.
Sorry, hang on. I'm being taken away for a second. Thank you for the gift subs, Stephen. I got
buddy.
taken and there were flames around me for some reason in the stream. Because I'm extra. But yes,
Yes.
we got gifted gift subs. What was the question? I can't hear you, Stephen. You're muted.
My full-time pay came in this.
Yeah, money. It's Steven's equivalent of next round's on me. Okay, very good. It's exciting. There is a hype train going, so if people want to subscribe as well and support these fine people doing their thing. Once we get to a certain threshold, then I can start paying the people around me, which would be nice. So feel free to do that.
You know what? Probably the right thing to do as well, and just subscribe myself.
It keeps taking me away from travel. I've got to think about. I gotta.
Psychological validation.
Thank you, God. It's all right.
Blinky's on there.
All right. Enough of this gay banter. One Tony Bull just subscribed. Oh God, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare. All right.
Yay!
Yep. All right. Let me just make sure, actually, because I can't hear Mix It Up. That doesn't mean it's not going. No, it's good.
Dramatic scenes. Thank you, God.
Thank you, God. For those without context, I have Chris Tucker looking up at a bunch of money. It's that scene in Rush Hour when someone does a sub of a certain level, and it's like, "Thank you, God," and yeah, all that shit. Anyway, oh fuck me. Am I being taken away again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to edit the VOD. Oh no, too much money.
Oh damn! My friends are supporting me.
Steak too juicy, my lobster too buttery. No.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. All right. Well, thank you very much, Nick. Third time? Question mark? Maybe the last? Not necessarily. What was the question?
The cardboard that was slipped to him. Does anything written on it?
Yes. It says. Draw a line in legal precedence. Abil Linefuff.
Super good.
Right? That is a name.
Linefuff is crazy.
Linfuff.
I genuinely thought it was like torn, and that was half of the.
Oh
No. Nope.
Oh my
That'd be funny too, but no. It looks to be some sort of lawyer service.
To answer your question, Maybelline, yeah, we served together in the Marines. Were in the same unit. We were the medics assigned. O'Hare is good people. If she's involved, it's either not willingly or for a good reason, at least. she gave me this. It holds up the cardboard and just, but
Marcus, that's
Yeah.
your lawyer. That's your crime lawyer. That's the lawyer your crime family uses.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Look at Colt and I go, oh yeah, I know that guy.
that's a person.
He's one of the best. Don't ask me how, but he got most of us off scot-free. Come to think of it, why doesn't he come to get me here? Unless they don't know I'm here.
Hopefully not the same reason that Maybelline's parents haven't come to get her out either.
Mm.
But if your friend's got his number, then this is deep. Because he only
Mhm.
protects criminals.
What are we now? We're not upstanding citizens.
He's not a criminal lawyer. He's a criminal lawyer.
Can I do a check to see if Maybelline knows the name?
Yeah.
Excellent.
You don't like that. You wouldn't have necessarily associated with him because, again, he's kind of the person only guilty people hire. But he exists. He's real. You know.
Allegedly guilty people.
Allegedly.
That's right. Yep.
That's right.
Only illegal if caught.
Give me a intellectual. Well, I mean, Marcus can probably. I'll say this is Marcus, and Marcus can kind of pass it on. So, Marcus, you can phrase this however you want. But actually, you know what? Why don't we do some collaboration? This will be more fun. Cam, what case did Abil Linefuff take you? What did he get you out of? And as far as Marcus was concerned, how did he do it? Do you think? And you can tell the class.
It was the complete cliche aggravated assault. I was protecting my boss. Guy went to jump. I beat the ever-living shit out of him before I got the class jaw. And the police were around at the time that I didn't notice because it was actually an undercover sting. And he was able to get me out on a misdemeanor because it was self-defense. And because there was suspicious footage missing, they had to drop it down to a misdemeanor. So,
Your Honor, my client is not responsible for your lack of bookkeeping. That's your end.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
But yeah, so that's kind of his reputation. Now, one thing I will tell all of you for free is you're definitely going to... Oh, we got a hype chest. Open it. What did I get?
Bone damage him out.
Nice. Thank you very much for all your support, all of the Twitch people, YouTube people. I will shorten it as best I can, but maybe I'll keep it for a comedy. I'll give you a time code. That's what I'll do. Just you can skip this bullshit at this time. All right. Anyway, what the hell was I saying?
Choo choo.
Yes. Choo choo. Thank you. Very helpful. Abby is the worst person to be doing this shit, by the way, because she knows. Oh, Karen too, but Abby's the perpetrator in this case. Give me a different topic, and I'll just go.
Yes, that thing. What? What are we talking about now? I feel like my gesture of being nice has kind of derailed this.
In the best way.
I'm like,
in the best way.
Genuinely be nice, and I'm just going,
No. Honestly, it's my fault. I thought I'd taken care of all of those updates when it comes to OBS with the Traveler thing. You've given me a good reason to relook at it and go, how do I turn that off for next time? But that's a me problem. It's not a you problem. I appreciate you. So
now you know the power I feel when I do it on the BG3 streams.
Yeah.
Cover the gay.
That's a whole other context thing. Anyway, so I'm not going to go there. So you have the ability to contact him, but the problem is, and I will say, and I'm not sure how many rules I'm breaking. Exclamation mark clip if you want to do it, Abby. You know how. So So I'm not sure how many rules of travel I'm breaking here, but I think with a person like this, as long as he's relatively nearby, there might be a more premium, super primo service that you can pay for that is more of a quote unquote direct line. It's probably still going to take some time, but it's faster than using a scout service, for example. Like it uses some sort of science. What's the word? Star Trek technobabble. Some technobabble reason that means that it gets there faster.
It's just the Imperium lines. They're far faster and they're monitored.
I'm
Versus
okay with
every
that.
other line.
Yeah. Maybe the space
Deal, guys.
equivalent of like
pretty much.
what did they use back in the day with telegram poles, like bigger like telegram stations and the like in Imperium space, something like that. Anyway, you would probably you can get the impression reading the card that you can do that. The problem is you need to, like, there's no way to do that inside the prison. They've done that very specifically on purpose, right? So whatever you do, however you do it, you do have resources at your disposal. But worst case scenario, or if you can come up with nothing else, you're gonna probably need to find a way to break out, at least for a certain amount of time, and get into Circle City. Now, maybe that will mean, fuck it, we ball, and you keep going. But that entirely depends on what's out there, and that depends on how much research you do and how you get to know people, etc., right? So what it seems O'Hare has done, in case you're wondering what side of the law or whatever she's on, she's given you a very, very shady lawyer. Take that for what you will.
I mean,
As far as who she might
inside
be
of-
actually representing.
I look at the card and I look at everyone else and I go, I mean, there's got to be some kind of black market around here. Someone must have some kind of communication device. We just got to make friends. But
And
we haven't
failing
been here that
that.
long to make.
No, go ahead.
I was like, we haven't been here that long to really talk to many people besides Octavia's drug friend. Maybe he's a good start to try
He's there, yeah.
and get a
I
phone
gotta jam him.
or some way to get a communication out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not
we got to
discount.
call this guy.
Yeah, let's not
If
discount
we
bribing the
can-
gods as well. There will be something.
I mean,
Dr. Lara, I'm sure you can cook up some drugs with probably Octavia's help.
I saw when Atten headbutted the head one, he had a couple of chuckles from a couple of his subordinates. Maybe Atten can turn around and sweet talk them, maybe get us a phone.
Speaking of Atten, let's cut to him ever so quickly. The doctor's giving you an examination. It's pretty standard. However, you are kind of next to Kakar. You can see his kind of sprawled up form. He's clearly like being held up by like his arm. Something's clearly broken in his arm or arms area, and he's being held kind of in this position. He is kind of being separated by the curtain. The doctor is doing his examination. Is there anything you wanted to say, do or be, before, during the exam, or would you want to wait till after to speak to Kakar or anything like that?
I do actually just have a game question because I just remembered what my endurance went down to.
Yep, go ahead. I do
Yeah,
want to
this-
hear an answer from Stephen, though. But yes, go ahead.
No, sorry, this can wait then.
Yeah, 100%. Stephen, what were you wanting to do anything? I can't hear you, by the way, in case you were speaking.
Yeah. I'm gonna say we may not see eye to eye, but I'll tell you one thing: you can take a beating. I appreciate the sacrifice you were willing to make for us.
Give me a recon intellect. I feel like I'm using recon a lot. I need to re-look at the skills on Traveler, but I think recon is appropriate here.
Recon. Recon. I plus 1 on recon. That is a 9.
9. So many nines.
You can see, after, so this is after the examination, just so I know where the timeline is, so to speak.
Yep.
All right. Are you talking through the curtain?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, what I will say is, you can hear his breath is sort of wheezy, like it wasn't before, like this sort of like kind of, and the response you get, the impression is not, it's not exactly pride that precedes this kind of faint chuff sound that he makes, but shame. He seems ashamed.
Listen, I don't know much about your culture at all, but I do know a pact means a lot. And even though we may be random, different, me and you might not seem to eye to eye, but we seem to have found ourselves in the same pact here. Our best chance to get out of here is together. As individuals, we'll just be beaten down, but together we'll be stronger. My strength and your strength, all our strengths.
Not. I was afraid.
Fear is a natural thing. I'm always afraid. People I love getting hurt, I can't protect.
I said I would face it. But I hate small places.
Me and you both. Oh God, I hate the Imperium. I work for them. I hate them. And I can tell good souls from bad souls. Just because you might be a quote-unquote pirate doesn't mean you're a bad soul. I've seen the way you've been taking care of Octavia. You willingly, even though it didn't go with plan in your head, did get on that shuttle with us. Calmly landed on that shuttle, back on this planet, and faced what was coming to you. So I wouldn't say you should be ashamed of anything.
Okay. He's pretty immobile. So it's not a huge change in physicality that you see, but as you grant forgiveness or call it its honorable discharge, call it whatever you like, an honorable discharge, call it what you like, you absolution, that's the word I'm looking for. As you grant him absolution from the sin you see him relax slightly into the stirrups, and the wheezy breath kind of comes out, and he just goes, I will not be useful for a few days. You should talk to each other while you have privacy. The shiny one, a need orders.
I think your orders right now to rest up, because I don't think we plan to be staying on this rock for very long. And I don't know about you, but these other light don't seem to know the way around the cockpit. I have a feeling you might, so I'm going to need your help.
Deal.
Yeah, nice. At least in here you're not in some goddamn hole.
For now. But we are on clock.
Absolutely.
Something is coming.
Something real bad. How do you...
As we devolve into silence. Oh, sorry, were you going to say something?
I was just going to say, how do you and your fellow... what are the dog people called again?
Vaga.
Right. Vaga. How do the Vaga actually view the Aslan? I'm not quite familiar with the way your cultures intertwine.
They are stubborn, warlike, aggressive, pompous, fierce warriors, and they consider us to be lesser, which is why most of my kind hate them. We do not take well to disrespect. Perhaps you are familiar.
Absolutely. Well, it seems we might be heading into correcting some of those egos, so you might be on a fun trip with us.
But that is what the pack leader wishes.
I shall let her know. Can I, get up to leave?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll speak to the pack leader now. We'll figure out a plan. But as one warrior to another, I'll give him my word, you won't be forgotten here.
No response, but you hear the kind of slight exhalation, the slow exhalation from behind the curtain. Okay. Steven, I'm gonna give you an inspiration point, which means we'll consider it to be a free reroll. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So, sorry, my partner just walked in, a little dazed, brushing her teeth. It was a very nothing. It was just an image. We were just doing a very intense scene, and then I just see that it was a disparate thing. That's all.
Hi, Izzy.
She's putting her hand in her pants and acting like a bum now. It's very funny. Anyway, yeah. Go get I love you. That's the shit. Anyway. All right. Okay, so you guys come together, and once again, you have the floor for now, before you are swept off to your duties and all that stuff. So, what do you guys want to do?
Get patched up.
Right. Yeah. Oh, game question. Yeah. You wanna?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell. Hang on. Tell you what. I think it's probably better for you guys and me to know what it is you plan to do over the coming days, if anything. Figure that out first, and then we'll deal with mechanic shit.
Okay.
I think that's probably smarter.
And
And it's okay if the answer is don't fucking know. But it might be better to at least have one goal, whatever it happens to be.
A riot, let's
Wow.
start a riot.
Hang on. Let's not give in to Steven's ADHD tendencies yet.
I guess what I would say is all of that idea is fine. I heard something about whatever. The question is, you've got resources now, even though it doesn't seem like you do, and you've got like certain advantages that your characters have. What do you want to do to achieve something? So, for example, like I said, if you wanted to contact the lawyer, that's going to require you guys to get to Circle City to make the call, or being extremely convincing for someone to do it for you. And that will probably require a certain amount of favors to whoever it is, and then they organize that. For example, Perry is happy to do under the table stuff, but that is like pretty out there, and would almost certainly be tracked and things like that. So keep that in mind. Discuss.
How hard do you reckon it'd be to convince that underground drug guy that a vial of
He's there in the
crazy
room,
poison-
so he's doing doctor duty around. I did mention that at the beginning. Talbot is there.
Oh, he's the doctor guy. Oh.
No. The doctor guy is named O'Reilly.
Yeah.
It's like he's like an orderly or something.
Y'all got this
So in
good shit.
terms
It's
of-
this green vial we found.
Yeah.
I'm just going to point out like what we've got. Like we've got the vials because Stephen, as you pointed out during the break, they didn't actually frisk us. And Jack, I don't know if you want to make a game ruling about that specifically.
Which part?
Just
Well,
about whether they actually frisked us on the way in because
For
it didn't
evidence?
happen during the last game. Yeah.
No, they
Because-
did, but Perry took it.
Oh, did they? Okay. Oh, okay.
I thought
So
they
my
thought
assumption was that
kerfuffle
you gave
before-
everything to Perry that was of note.
Mhm.
Was my
Okay.
understanding.
Cool. So we've got the vials as bargaining chips or to use. We've got Kakur, Pent, and Perry probably as like blackmail / bargaining chips as well. And then goal is to get the fuck out of prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
and
drugs
in-
as a resource.
Yes.
Which is fun.
Yep.
Hey, we can even do some strong arm stuff. We've got Marcus over here. He needs. You probably
So
give us some favors.
go ahead.
I was potentially thinking if, and this would be a question for Jack, if there is like a fight ring. I don't know how potent the vials are, but if we could use a very small amount of it, it makes people, I assume, better fighters, more like resistant to pain, etc. So potentially we could trade some of that, like a very small amount of that, for winning fights, potentially get some favors or drugs or money or something there.
Mm-hmm.
Or a way to communicate out.
Yeah. Well, tradable items. Yeah.
Oh my god! Can I do a roll for? Is there a fight pit?
Yeah.
I mean, you've barely been in
There
the
is
prison
now.
long enough, but you can ask. You can ask the doctor. It's a, or you can ask Talbot. You know, they're around. So.
Talbot.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Look at Octavia. Missed me already, did you?
Octavia's just like, I think Octavia just winks at him. She's been quite quiet this whole time, so she just kind of looks over and winks at him and goes back to what she was doing.
Fair enough. Okay, the more ugly one. Go ahead.
I think he's talking to you, Marcus.
Yeah. No. Objectively,
So,
comparatively. You understand.
Now, if there was a way, is there an area where some of the more the physically inclined inmates might let off some steam. Maybe make some bets.
Well,
feel like
not for a
breaking a nose.
while. The guards are pretty against that sort of thing. We have our fun, but we in fact, honestly, it'd be a question. There'd be two people to talk to about that. You'd either want to talk to Amaz. He might be able to help you out with kind of whatever you need. He's kind of the go-to guy. Sorry, Azax rather. Azax with a Z, not Amaz. Azax Hamid. He's kind of the go-between. He could probably make something happen if that's what you want to do. You're making your life comfortable down here. You'd probably then need permission for the people who run the various cell blocks, and then bribe the guards enough to look the other way. It's not a free operation, you understand? But Azax is probably the person to talk to. Well, cigarettes are always good. Maybe certain items that I can provide.
You know anyone that accepts favors?
Azax would be the guy. He can connect you with people who need something done. I guess it depends on what you're prepared to do, because generally speaking, it's either a question of satiating someone's appetites or helping a gang get more power. Speaking of which, you've caused a hell of a conversation down in Cell Block 1 since you left. Big Rolf is the leader of Cell Block 1.
How's his name?
Well, he's not happy. But, I did hear about, was it, cult, was it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking to him. Cult, right?
Yeah.
You reset it or something?
I mean, I did dislocate it. It's the least I could do.
The least you could do was break another one. But, you did. You reset it, and it's an ongoing conversation. Some people want revenge. I guess it depends on how much you show your face around Cell Block 1. You keep making yourself a nuisance, and there might be an issue, but other than that, hell, maybe maybe Big Rolf's the guy to talk to if you're feeling ballsy enough. If anyone's going to be interested in a fight pit, it's him.
Thanks.
Why do you ask?
Generally, that's where people that are movers and shakers and people worth meeting. Generally, there.
Yeah, I
Ones
mean,
that
you'd
are
be
generally
creating a
run
whole
things.
new industry. People would be into that. It's just gonna require a lot of currency.
Hmm.
So
I just figure, instead of Big Rolf jumping people and getting his ass whipped, he could make it a nice formal ass kicking. One people
yeah,
can enjoy.
well, maybe
put money
maybe
on.
you could take the fall for him. I don't know. It's a conversation for him. Azax
that's up
does
to him.
everything. In the meantime, Azax does everything from helping connect people to, I think once or twice he made fake documents. So, whatever you feel like.
Can
I'm gonna
Azax
lean
get
into-
stuff in?
What was that?
Can Azax get stuff in?
I
He
don't
seems to
think
go
you
to
haven't
guy.
met him, have you? Yeah, he's kind of
Nah, yeah.
nice. Yes, I'm reasonably certain he could.
I'll lean over to Marcus quietly. Not Marcus, Colt. And I'll be like, maybe Blue Rolf might be willing to show a favor or two if we're willing to maybe you take a dive and he gets his revenge and respect back. You're gonna be convincing of that?
I'd sooner break his other fucking knee.
Well, fair enough then. You can take over Cell Block 1.
But I see what you're saying, and well, I guess we have to have a conversation with him.
I mean, do you really mind what some shit-pissed prisons on this backwater planet think of you if we get the fuck out of here?
To be perfectly honest, no. But I mean,
Come back and put a bullet between his fucking eyes for all I care.
that's the one.
Dragging a way to get off this planet.
If it helps us get out of here, I'll be honest, there's nothing I won't do.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20.
Okay, now Jack has a question so I understand what the idea is. You're doing a fighting ring, which will do favors for people, you're thinking, which will then hopefully allow you to ask for things in the future as you gain more information in terms of how you want to get out there?
In my mind, it was more of like, is there one established? And then thus we go in there. I am gladiator, hear me roar.
Sure.
Well, you beat the shit out of that guy. Mr. I have influence.
Yes.
Gets idea, goes, hey, I recognize you. You want to work for me, and you do something for me. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Right.
Here's a prison card key to swipe to get through area along that line.
Right. So basically, that what I just said, which is that to gather favors, to get resources, to at some point in some fashion, either escape or call the lawyer, or escape and call the lawyer.
Basically, somewhere to get attention of high-ranking people.
Yep.
Yeah, which is pretty much what Jack said, is to eventually escape or call the lawyer. And I think it would be fair. We're also saying like potential drug side benefits, courtesy of Octavia and Dr. Lyra.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a fight pit,
well.
but just
Well, that's certainly something to mention to Talbot. Drug manufacturing, if you can make it spicier, then everything will probably move a lot faster. So, for example, like that would be obvious to you, Lyra, right? So as this conversation's going on, he seems to kind of be like, yep, well, I have stuff, I can make it happen. That's an easy favor you could do for him, and that is rising tide. So would you want to mention that?
Yeah, I think as this conversation is going on, Lyra's not, like, she can't be of any help in the fight pit, kind of. She's got a 2 in strength. She's not doing shit there. But she'd probably sidle over to Talbot if he's not like intently listening to the conversation, and just say, I noticed that you're one to procure illegal substances or make them. Is that correct?
I've been known to make some things appear from time to time.
Well, so have I, if you'd ever want to do a collaboration of sorts.
Like what?
I don't know your background, but knowledge of the human body and how substances react with it can really help in making substances that react with it. I can make something just strong enough to not kill someone while making them feel like that's the last thing that they'd want to do.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a you thing, that last stuff. What I'm more interested in is fun stuff. Give me some fun ideas.
Put your wrist needles.
Do you have any regular clientele?
Yeah. Hence, drugs. They tend to be
Well-
regular clients.
Sure. Well, if we can get something to stimulate oxytocin, serotonin, anything like that,
Speak my
I don't
language.
have necessarily resources at hand, but it would seem that you do. With your resources and my expertise, we could potentially make something slightly punchier than you've been able to provide so far.
Okay. All right. I have a proposition for you folks then. How you get into getting employment is a question for Azax. He's the person that could probably get you a job or jobs at the doctor's office or wherever you happen to be. I don't know why you're suddenly interested in taking over the castle. I have my suspicions. If I'm correct, and considering that you're the only people to ever do a walkabout from this prison, and maybe you want to walk about again, Azax is the guy to talk about that as well. Just making a educated guess. By the way, Azax is also sort of invested in something on the outside. So maybe mention that. Maybe mention his ship. He'll like you more. But yeah, so you talk to him and work out a deal with him. You happen to be working alongside me. The doctor will need a cut. I can make that conversation happen, but then of course I'm doing the legwork, so I expect a bigger percentage. You can do it yourself, but he doesn't know you, he might not trust you. Up to you.
Well, it sounds like you've got the connections in here. I'm happy for you to take the bigger cut, at least initially. But
Great.
if you start getting a substantial amount more funds because of my interactions with your business, I'd expect a 50-50 at least.
If we get that far, sure. I guess it depends on how successful this goes. But for now, let's say 25% for you, which will... and keep in mind, I gave valuable intel to get you in with Azax. You talk to him, you get yourself a job, we work on it together. We create the currency that is needed for these fight pits. Then you do whatever the hell you want. That's none of my business.
35%, and I give you a neurostimulant and anticoagulant.
Actually, I don't. I think we're misunderstanding each other. I'm a dealer. I don't touch the stuff.
Oh, I know you don't, but how much is that stuff worth?
$35. You did know those fancy words. I guess, worst case scenario, I just tell the doctor to tell you to piss off if it doesn't work out. Sure, 35.
Nice doing business.
Just need to know the big words.
Can I take out? Are we like in a place with guards? Are we in the infirmary?
Outside.
Okay. Are there
Yep.
guards around?
Yes.
All right. Do you know a place where I could give those to you more surreptitiously than in front of all these?
What do you mean?
fine- Well,
The stuff that you're well, okay, that's
I'm
a
giving
different
them-
conversation. See, I have a relationship with them that this is your gig. So what I'd suggest is either you're gonna have to find a way to convince them to look the other way, or you're gonna have to organize a big old injury. Oh my god, it's an emergency, and we need everyone to leave the area. This is super medically important. I don't know, make something up. Maybe there's a plague. Maybe there's an infectious. No one come in.
Oh, we could make a plague. Like
I was
actually.
joking, but okay, good.
I'm sure if you're happy to work in good faith, I could make that happen within the day. I'm not particularly comfortable giving you this right now, just because it's in here.
Hey man, you got to talk to ASAX and get a job first, so that's your business.
Sure.
You might not even this is 35% based on nothing until you prove that you can actually get it done. I can't speak for you.
In that case, I'll speak to you after we've spoken with him.
Okie doke. All right. So, is there any other questions, queries, comments, anything people want to do before they leave the area? Everyone good? All right. So, in that case, you are brought over to your cells, adjacent to each other. Jack genuinely doesn't remember if I gave you a cell block number. I might have, but I don't know if I did.
I don't remember writing one down.
Yeah.
You were sent straight to work.
Right, that's true.
Mm.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to say it's cell block 2 for obvious reasons. Because if you're in cell block 1, then I would have to justify some shit. Because that's Big Rolf's turf. In fact, why don't we say that you were moved to cell block 2 for safety? See, this is maybe I said cell block 1, but you'll move to cell block 2 now because they don't want you to die. There you go.
I mean, the last one we were in was collapsing, and
the cell block. No, you're thinking of the mines.
Oh, the mine. Yes.
Yeah, mining area. Okay. As
You also asked us
the
to remember our prisoner numbers.
I got on mine.
Oh yeah, where's mine?
I don't know if it's necessary, but I didn't remember. Pick a prisoner number, remember it.
Yeah, I did ask you to do that because basically it's a situation where that's what you'd be referred to as. So actually, that's a very good point. Thank you for reminding me of that, and I will follow that up another time. O'Hare wouldn't have, which is what makes her different. But yeah, the rest of you would refer to you as your number and stuff. Okay. So in that case, I'll kind of describe the events as we go. If anyone wants to do anything in particular, let me know. You're escorted back. There is... Actually, this would probably be... Yeah, it'd be dinner time. So there'd be cafeteria gatherings and people doing their thing, which will give you an opportunity to move on said business if you wanted to, or do anything else that you feel like. Kakura is obviously not there, but the rest of you are gathered together. So, is there anything you guys want to do now that you're all kind of in one shared space? You are being overwatched by a guard, but they're up high on a tower. There are some by the doors as well, but that's it. They're not, like, up in your shit, so to speak.
Do I see my blood nose friend anywhere?
Big Rolf? He's hard to miss.
No.
Ironically, he only would have been sent to the infirmary, and Jack forgot. So what I'll say is, actually, there'd probably be like something a bit better, maybe an auto doc in the guards' living quarters. So you can see that he's got kind of like a bandage kind of thing. He'd be the guy up on high, and paying very specific attention to you as this is all going on.
With his gloves and cuffs. Oh, mate. Just antagonizing the cunt.
I'm gonna say he does not see that because I mean I don't know what you want from me, Stephen. He will hurt you.
No, this is pure Stephen and Atten just like, yeah, fuck you. That's just a pure antagonism.
No, it's all good.
Vindication on my end of all the shit that's going wrong. Me breaking.
I just rolled a d6 and I got a 1. Do with that what you will. As you deliberately antagonize the person you just broke the nose off, he does nothing, but he notes where you're sitting.
I'll like nudge one of the prisoners. I did that. Just keep walking.
As you say that to him, he just goes, "Shut up, man," and he just kind of like goes back to his food.
You will make the fat pit.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna write this down actually.
Oh my god. Actually, this is good. We can start dropping hints for the fight pit.
Yeah. Yeah, if that's what you want to do. Yep.
And
Listen,
the drugs.
I'm learning from past mistakes. Atten's
you?
going.
I'm not
Atten's
sure you are.
going. I am
No.
because Atten's thinking the last time I was here, within 2 minutes of being here, I was pinned and pegged as a cop
Nice.
by Octavia and the drug guy. So now I'm being like a cop. I've not got that cop walk anymore. Okay.
I mean,
Punch you, bitch.
I would just call what you're doing adjacent mistakes. I'm not sure you're really learning. But like,
But he's
you know.
trying really hard, Jack. He's
But
trying
that's the
so
thing.
hard.
He's a cop. He's doing what he's doing a shit acting job of what he believes a prisoner would do because he doesn't know.
Look, you know what? I believe that. I genuinely do. I just have to be consistent in my wealth. This is a vindictive man, and I rolled a 1 on a d6, and you've gone, "Hey, what's up?" to him as you're walking away. So I will factor that in, is all I'm saying. You would not respect me as a GM if there weren't a sufficient amount of consequences.
I know his dick I'm kicking.
Your own, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Abby wants to spread rumors about the fight pit. You can probably, I would say, if anyone wanted to talk to Azax, he would be described to you. He is a relatively fat gentleman. He's bald with kind of silverish hair, and he's pretty easy to spot. He seems to be making jokes, and everyone's like kind of laughing around him.
Is it forced laughter? Like, does everyone around him look uncomfortable? Like,
Give me a
he's
deception
saying-
check.
Funny how? Funny like I amuse
Not
you?
like I'm a
Funny,
clown, like I'm
huh?
fucking amuse you. Yeah.
Deception and what?
I mean, what isn't shit for you, out of curiosity?
Dexterity and education.
I'll say education because I feel bad I'm bullying you so much. How well versed is the joke? Has it got proper timing? Fuck it, I don't care. Give me education.
Fucking. I got a 12.
Great.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
So you're looking at the timing and yeah. No, he actually just kind of seems like a jolly dude.
An educated guess.
He's telling jokes, and you know people seem to be enjoying being around
Yeah,
him.
so
seems to-
Octavia
Yeah.
mainly wanted to see if he ruled by fear. Because
Ah.
you can kind of tell when they rule by fear because they make a joke
Yeah.
and everyone goes, ha ha
Ah,
ha, great joke!
yeah.
And
I
that's
mean, he
kind
could
of
be-
what she was
yeah.
vibing.
Yeah, it's more just he seems content is the impression that you seem to get from this guy.
I understand that, man.
Okay. So
Octavia
would you
is
like?
quite content where she is. She'll go over. If no one else is gonna do it, she's like, fuck it.
True.
All right. So you're gonna approach. Abby is spreading information about the
Please
Pit.
give me some.
intellect for everyone. Marcus, what would you be doing? Out of curiosity, this is kind of your element in a way. So I'm curious about what Marcus' first instinct is.
Marcus is probably going to follow Octavia.
Okay, I love it.
Just
That makes
so
sense.
She, just in case if they're pear shaped, he can sort of like either A, try and diffuse the situation or get her out of harm's way.
To be honest, I
'Cause
wouldn't.
feel like
I wouldn't.
Octavia is just sort of looking around and like pansies and just heading straight there, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
Well,
It's a.
So you got
It's a
Marcus and
situation-
Atten at your back.
So Oh, hang on. What? Oh, Atten's going as well.
Yeah, I said I follow
I didn't hear
Octavia.
that.
I'm being
Okay,
funny.
fine.
Oh my God, my
Marcus,
bodyguard.
I will say, Marcus, if
So
you
solemn
feel
effort,
like
okay.
you would be good at like talking as well, you could catch up to Octavia and say, actually, I might have an angle in here. It's up to you whether you think you would do that.
Oh,
But
absolutely. Octavia's only doing it because she's like, well,
No one
none
else
of
is.
you are taking the first initiative. I will.
Actually, I might.
it's up to you.
Double
Yeah,
check.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's up to you. But like, if you want to catch up and tell Octavia something, what would
Actually,
you
yeah,
say?
I definitely will.
You can
'cause I've
tag
actually
team it.
got
That could be funny.
I got a +1 to my persuade and a 0 on my deception, so this could be a good way to level up my deception
Okay.
a little bit.
Why
Let's
don't
do it.
we yes and this, Marcus? If you were trying to do like a teamwork thing, like a team bonding exercise, how would you approach Octavia and kind of like do it together? Out of curiosity,
Oh,
because she's gonna do it. She's probably gonna say something. The question is, are you there to, you know?
ooh, yeah. She's already going to go in. He's pretty much just going to be there to try and like back her up and basically
Okay.
be like the hype behind.
All right, let's
everything
do
she
it
says.
together, sort of thing. Okay, all right. So what do you say
Yeah.
to her?
Whatever you're going to do, be very specific with what you say, because you may enter a deal that you haven't even thought of, and they will collect. So be very thoughtful on what you say.
Okay.
What okay?
I was going over to say hi. But sure.
Yeah, no, but we're trying to get information. We're trying to get a potential job here.
All right.
Don't make promises you know we can't keep. They will cash in on it.
Oh,
Okay.
I know that. Thanks,
Excellent.
though.
All right, Jameson, Colt, what would you be doing?
Colt at this point as well. He'll just, after all that, he's just going to be picking through his food, just separating out bits of pieces of it all.
Give me a oh, sorry, go ahead. Continue.
For his bat friend.
Oh, you want to look for Batman? You want to look for Batman?
Yes.
Yeah. You can go sit with him. That's more than fine. He sees you. He comes. He's like, ah, yes, my savior. Hello.
Hi. How's the little one doing?
He's in. He's doing okay. I've got a little bit of synthetic meat, and I think he likes it. He opens up his pocket a little bit, and you can see tiny little bat head.
He's gonna pick a little bit down and just lower it so he can the back and sort of reach out and grab it.
You like that? Oh, yes, that's good. It helps them with their mandibles. Very nice. Very nice. Good job, Boat. Yes. Real quick, I just want to make sure I understand where everyone's going. Maybelline, anything?
Not yet. No.
Doing
No,
not
it's
yet.
just-
What?
As in
Sitting alone?
Not. No, I think she'll still be with the group, but she's not like she's letting the others take charge. Like there's different skill sets that are going to be a bit more useful here.
Okay. All right. Well, if you think you would be processing your parents' murder and needing to take a second, that's more than fine. Why don't we go with that, and you can give me a recon check in the meantime.
Yep.
Intellect. We'll do something different.
Do that. That is an 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
There seems to be a well, first of all, you see Mort, the gentleman who was rather friendly and one of the cooks up the front. Yep. As he's like serving, I was like, "Hello, how are you?" As you're kind of making your way through and all of that. You can also see that there is a gentleman who is looking very specifically kind of up at some point in this, like his eyes aren't here. You can't see me, but his eyes aren't centered or down at his shoes. He's looking up, and it's a little odd.
Looking up where? Like up towards the ceiling up? Or like
Your
up at
eyes
me
travel
going
up to follow his gaze, and it seems to be a series of vents that seem to be up and around the building, so to speak. All right, and that is what you notice. We're going to cut to Atten and Marcus and Octavia. It sounds like Octavia, truly the pack leader, is going to initiate the conversation.
I am here on behalf of Kakar by proxy. He said to look after the little shiny one. I'm taking that request.
Actually, I'll be honest. He actually said the shiny one, meaning Maybelline, because he could tell that something was going on.
Oh,
Specifically, he said
Shiny.
the shiny one
bulb.
might need orders because he could tell that something had happened in the
that-
in-between.
and
Yeah.
also he was like, check in with the pack later. So I was like, check in with the pack later.
Yeah, that too. That is true. Okay, I like it. All right, so you get all that information, and he seems to be finishing a joke, and it's like, oh my god, 20 years, and now my neck is fixed. Give me a scotch. And everyone laughs, and it's clearly the end of a joke.
Oh my god.
And
Octavia does that weird thing where she just walks over and starts laughing, like.
oh, hello. Oh, thank they.
Hey!
How can I help you, young miss? Asax.
Yes. I am Octavia.
And who are these strapping young men behind you?
The bodyguards.
I'm Marcus.
Bodyguards. All right, Marcus. Very good.
Very important.
And the chief guard antagonist. I'm not sure I really want to be speaking to you.
Mr. Trask, to service.
Okay. Well, how can I be of service? We can put. Tell you what, boys, can we pull up a chair? Thank you so much. They all kind of. He's like, make your request, and they. It seems honestly kind of more like friends rather than. Yeah.
I heard your funny joke there. I have one that kind of tickles me a bit. Funny.
Oh, go on.
You notice no vegetables have phones?
No vegetables have phones, as in telephones?
Yeah, telephones.
Go on.
Just when you least expect it, there it is. Onion rings.
I have not heard that one, and I thought I'd heard them all. All right. Well, you have earned your seat. I was going to ask you to stand so that I don't get beat up by the chief guard, but fuck it. Why not? Take a seat, all of you. Would you like some synthetic meat? It's the same shit you're eating, but it feels polite to ask.
I'm good, thanks. I've had
Excellent.
enough.
I was being polite.
I know. I was being polite, letting you down. Anyway, hi.
Then we are
Hey.
of mutual mind. Excellent.
That's kind of why we're here, isn't it?
To be polite.
Well, polite. And not eat shit food.
Well,
Sorry,
I have my.
I'll probably I step out of line. This Lady Octavia of the Octavians. She's my sworn. What was it?
This is a roller coaster. I'm speaking to royalty. Apparently, am I?
She's my sworn vassal.
I can't
Octavia's
tell
like
if
turning
you're-
around, like, what?
I can't tell if you're fucking with me. Soldier boy, am I being messed with? Sorry, Marcus rather. Mr. Muscles, am I being messed with?
Octavia is a very eccentric person. We
This is
We
a
need
great
to-
sell you're doing. What do you?
we
She runs
understand
her
that
own pack.
I do wish, if it's all right, I'd like to rewind the experience from my perspective. Do you mind? You came here, you acted like you heard my joke, which I appreciate. Then you told a very funny joke of your own, to be fair. Now you're talking about royalty, and now you're saying she's crazy. So, what's
She's
going
not
on?
crazy. She's the leader of a Vaga pack. And it is my...
Well, there's only one Varga, so I know who you're speaking of. I'm surprised they haven't killed him yet.
Well, with sheer will and tenacity, he has found himself a pack, And this one here is our leader.
Very well then. Pack leader, how can I be of help to you? I assume it wasn't for the pleasant company.
Well, yeah, newcomers to the jail and, jail 101, you gotta go say hi to the big guys. And we'd heard little whispers that, you're one of the nice ones. So,
I'll take that.
stop
Certainly.
on by, introduce our little pack, our group. Maybe pleasant conversation. Talk about some things. Procurements, maybe.
What are we thinking of?
Well, there are plenty of things that my friends and I do need. Look, a fine man like yourself probably has a way of contacting people outside, right?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call it the most reliable way. I mean, technically speaking, so do the guards. But I guess it depends on what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, the
And,
problem is...
and what you mean by outside, because, of course, we have Circle City, which is technically a starport. I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Right. Octavia just kind of looks like a deer in headlights for a good 10 seconds where your brain is mulling it over. You can see it, but then she's a little stuck, and then she's just like,
I don't know about the drugs. This meat's terrible.
We are starting a venture. Venture is a good word, I think. We've got a couple of things in the pipeline that, someone as good as you must know about. We have, some, fancy new, how do you say it? Paraphernalia? Or drugs, I suppose, if we're gonna be blunt. We have, I have an incredibly intelligent best friend who, is going to give whatever we have a little bit of spice.
We're also working on a bit of an entertainment venture.
Yes,
As you can see, Big Rolf got his ass whooped.
Well, that's why we can't go to the guards
check.
about contacting people either, because I
But
think we've
I
kind of
thought
blown that.
a man of your stature would find an interesting bets-wise to make a bit of money and us to carry favor in a main event of Big Rolf versus the knee blaster himself, Colt Jameson.
Well, that would certainly be very interesting, but you're, where do I even begin with this? All of that sounds lovely. And, in fact, healthy sport, to be honest. If we can arrange it, the guards get some extra pay, which, let's be honest, they make F-all, so I'm sure they'll be happy with that. The question is, I suppose, two central ones. Apparently, you're going to introduce a new form of drugs. As a currency of betting, or to simply fund, because that sort of changes my potential response. Perhaps I should elaborate. If this drug is as powerful as you claim it to be, and then you use it for betting, that creates a somewhat obvious problem for the guards.
No.
Which means that they
fun.
have to beat the hell out of us. You understand?
Fun. The drugs are... No, we want favors and shit for payments and stuff, because we've got to get shit
Okay.
done.
I'm just clarifying.
No, I get it. It's fine. I also had to think through it because I don't really know. I would say drugs are only for fun. But some other people would look at me differently if I said that. So, I'm just being smart About it.
And the second question would be, to what end? Obviously, you don't have to tell me what it is that you are trying to do, but I do have a certain amount of things that I could get done, and if I find that there's something mutually beneficial, of course you would be smart not to tell me everything, but...
Maybe just a bit of an ability to move our arms a bit more, maybe go for a stretch and a walk. Places we're not technically meant to be.
Such as?
Anywhere.
Laundries. Quite particular about my shirts and the way they're laundered.
Give me an intelligence check, the three of you, please.
Come on, Octavia.
Got this.
You can do it.
We still got luck, guys.
Oh, I rolled 2 6s. Ah!
Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
Same
Azax has a ship in Circle City.
I was gonna bring it up.
Okay. Okay.
I was still in the process about. I was gonna.
Okay.
It's Octavia trying to do this, so it is. You know, you guys. Have
I
let the
honestly just thought you
Kraken-
guys forgot. Yep.
No, I
Yep.
remember. I was gonna be like, "Oh, your ship, eh?"
He wasn't going to mention it, but if you happen to know, so yeah.
Yeah. We've heard. You have a pretty swanky ship.
Yes, it's still impounded there. You are certainly
Ah.
correct about that.
Wow.
Okay, well, this got a little bit more interesting.
It's always interesting when I'm involved.
That's your first
That's great.
thought. Now, for me, I would be certainly happy for it to just be moved and start making money for me in here. I've got a certain amount of... I'm going for this unusual route of serving out my time as comfortably as I can.
You
and
look
part of that...
comfortable here.
I'm doing the best I can. And part of that, you might know about something called ship shares. I own the majority. Once we get that ship out into the open, then it starts earning me money, which allows me to have a lot more influence and comfort and pleasures for everyone around me. That's a big priority for me. To be clear, I don't need to escape. I've no interest in living life on the run. I've got it all sorted until I have to leave. That said,
An actual nice beef steak would be nice.
would like to...
wouldn't it?
Yes, indeed. Proper meat would be... That's a delicacy and a half around this part. I'll tell you what. You folks, from the impression that I'm getting, require a certain amount of leeway to create this drug? Or do we have copies of it that I can sample now?
No, we will have to.
You'll need the time. Yes. Okay. Well, consider this a benevolent gift on my part because I want to see if you're full of shit or not. I'll be perfectly honest. So if that is what you require, you should have your documents first time this morning, which will also get you out of the mine. So have a think about what jobs that you folks might require. Yes. That might get you out, and I'm happy to do that. However, and I say this with the greatest amount of respect, particularly to someone in the game to some degree, indicating to Marcus, I have absolutely no interest in continuing enmity with anyone. If it turns out that you are out to fuck me, then I am rather efficient. I don't tend to hold grudges. They just don't last that long.
You're so cool.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much. But with all that said, take this as a gift of good faith. Produce the product. Allow me to sample, and then we will have a discussion about how we can funnel this into your fighting ring, which will then allow you, as you put it, Mr. Atten Trask, some walking space.
That's great.
I think that's a deal.
Wonderful.
Sounds
We
very
will,
good.
We will
As
get
long
this sorted for you.
as he extends his hand towards Octavia, as long as you're certain you're not going to be wasting my time.
Oh. And Octavia will extend her hand and be like, I don't plan on wasting anyone's time but my own.
Fair. That's your business, I suppose.
Yeah.
With an eye on the time, I do want to do one more thing before we quickly move over and finish. And that's I want to cut back to Colt as we end. Shouldn't be more than 5 minutes for those who are on a hard out. As this is happening, Colt, you are doing your thing, and there's a certain amount of pleasant silence between you and Batman. And he says, "Is everything okay? You look a little frazzled. Fraggle. I like fraggle better. You look fraggled."
Fraggle is a type of rock, but
Oh,
I know what you mean.
hey, inspiration point for Nick. Well done. Da, 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 da.
No.
Worries for another day.
I am a bit lost.
Oh,
I saw a friend I didn't expect to see in a very long time, but
oh,
I'm glad I did. It was nice seeing her.
but
I'm scared of her, for her.
ooh. She's in some deep, dark business, is she?
Oh, she's up to her neck in shit, and she ain't got a shovel.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, you do know you're in prison, right?
I thought this was a resort.
No, no, no. This place sucks. But your first thought is of your friend. That's pretty cool. I like you, Savior.
I like you too, Batman. I love you, Batman. And well, and I like Boaz.
Oh, he's hard not to like. He's a good boy. And with that, as we cut back to Jameson, like you reaching out and petting Boat inside the pocket. Is that the vibe?
I'm not reaching into his pocket.
No, that's all right. Like the head sticking out slightly, sort of thing.
Are you sure?
The head sticking out slightly, yeah. Just
It's his front
more
pocket, to
crumb.
be clear. It's on his chest, not his, just to be clear.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Below the
No,
table,
sorry.
just-
Yeah, you can't see me. I keep forgetting. It's on my titty. Yeah. But yeah, if you,
wigging his
Yeah.
little chin.
and Maybelline noting something about the vents, and the rest of you having a deal with a disarming gentleman of some kind or another, we will cut for today. And in the interest of time, we will leave it there. And we will, if I remember to, I'll write it down, have a little favorite. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do in the Discord. We will leave a favorite moment thing for us to put in there because it's nice and affirming and a good thing to do. But as always, the most important thing you can do while you're alive is to be kind and hold on to that kindness a little bit longer as we find someone to raid. Let's have a look. We are going to give a raid to... What are we looking at here? Why don't we give a raid to Laurette? She is playing Minecraft. Go say hello to her. She is a regular guest on the channel. And she's awesome. So go say hello to her. If you are subscribed, you can use these emotes, of which some people... Sorry. What? No, wrong thing. Wrong command. Diddly-diddly-dee. There you go. And if you're not, you can just copy it from the lightning bolt up to the U, and you're all good. But you can copy those in. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. As always, know that people can like you exactly as you are, and that you matter. We will see you this time, same bat channel, next week. Thanks for watching. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm gonna shoot that dog.
No.
No.
And then you see it.